I have something important to say when Raz gets back. Just
Sure.
So you know.
All right. I've got enter. I've
Uh-oh.
got the links in there.
Oh, there he is.
What have I
Okay,
done?
so, Raz, one more thing. Really important. You don't have to do the fetch quest that starts with the Yoshi doll.
Oh,
You don't have
okay.
You don't have to do it at all. You can automatically read small text from the beginning.
Okay,
Though,
that's all I need that for, I think.
yeah,
Right.
and they removed all of the item checks that are associated with that trade quest sequence.
Okay. I don't remember very many of. I don't even remember the sequence. Like, I remember the first, like, third of it, all the way up to, like, the stick. But I don't think you use that for anything other than the next thing, right?
Up to the stick, you would need it to get the bridge to get into the Canelet Castle. But aside from that, yeah, it's just you only need it for getting the next
Is there
thing.
any other check up to that point? Or not up to that point, like throughout the entire sequence, because it's like stick,
No, those are the only checks. So you gotta have the banana to
honeycomb.
get the bridge, and then the magnifying glass to read the small text.
That's it.
However,
okay. Yeah.
Technically, even that's optional because the egg always has the same path until you read the book.
Really, I did not know that.
Yes.
Is it always like right up, left up, right up, left up, or something? Like
I don't actually remember it, but there's only 4 paths.
that I knew. Yeah, I didn't know that it was
It's always
not randomized though. Huh.
yeah, it's always
Oh,
the
hi.
same until you read the book. It's either until you read the book or until you get the magnifying glass, one of the two.
Ooh, Lord Enigma. I did not see you there.
Oh, I have a very important.
Would you like some champagne?
I have no idea if you heard that. Did she meow in the mic enough?
No, I was doing the continental thing to Lord Enigma. So
Wait, hold on. Let me try again. Meow for me.
there you go. I heard
There we
Maya.
go.
Hey Maya.
Oh, now she's being bashful.
Now there was an option to turn text off, but unfortunately that also doesn't tell you what you picked up from owl statues and chests and stuff.
Well, we can talk about that. Well, let's talk about all this stuff while we're playing, because you're going to have to explain like 99% of this again while we're playing, because
Probably,
I
yeah.
don't know hardly anything you're talking about. So it's like,
I must move the vibrating cat.
right. So I
Okay.
think probably if we want to play this, we're going to need to do a quick start on it and just go ahead and get playing, and we'll
Yeah.
talk about all the differences and everything in the seed.
Once Raz puts Kitty Cat away.
Yeah, she is no longer on my lap.
All right, then let's get rolling then. Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Racing Time. It's a Saturday night, and tonight we are doing a Let's Learning Time. That's right, we're doing a first time run, at least for some of us. I mean, I'm just hosting. I'm your host, Kefka Floyd. And we're bringing you Link's Awakening Randomizer tonight, featuring Link's Awakening DX on the Game Boy Color. Now, I've never played any of this, and truthfully, I haven't played Link's Awakening in 20-some-odd years. I know the broad strokes of the game. I know most of the general things, but not all the intricacies. So I'll be learning along with everybody else. This stream, of course, is brought to you by the delicious taste of Worcester's own Polar Seltzer. I've got a delicious bottle of cranberry lime right here. S-tier flavor for an S-tier crew. Speaking of crew, let's introduce everybody in the race tonight. We're going to start in the upper left-hand corner. The man that Molly Hatchet says shouldn't play this game too long. He's the Whiskey Man, Mr. Bob the Elder.
Thank you, Dan. I am indeed your favorite whiskey drinking Southern friend, Bob the Elder, the one with a charming accent. I have Chunksy the dog here with me as always. I have my own sweet tea as my aperitif. I still haven't been able to stop anywhere and get Mexican Cokes, so sadly I'm Cokeless. I need to do that for Saturdays, but I do have my normal aperitif tonight because we at least won despite it playing really badly. I decided I'd drink some good stuff, so this is 1792 Foolproof. 1792 is made by Barton, which is owned by Heaven Hill. And it's out of Bardstown, Kentucky. 1792 is really well sought after. Basically, everything short of just their basic expression, small batch expression, is hard to come by these days. It's all allocated. This is the second most sought after one behind the one called a Sweet Wheat, which is the only one I don't have. But the Foolproof is widely considered their best overall, and this one is it's called that because it's cast strength, and it is 125 proof. It was the double gold winner in the San Francisco Spirit competition in 2019. But it's aged 6 to 8 years, and it is absolutely phenomenal. So, and I poured way too much of it. This was a raspberry, and I didn't mean to do that. So, Slancha.
This is gonna go on for a while tonight, so just sip it easy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's 125 proof. You sip it easy, trust me. So good, though. So good.
All right. Next, we're going to start in the upper right-hand corner. No, we're not starting. We'll continue in the upper right-hand corner. My God. They may call Alabama the Crimson Tide, but we call him Deacon Blues. He's our good friend Blaumager.
Hey y'all, Blaumager here, and tonight I am drinking pink lemonade Crystal Light.
Continuing the trend.
I think that's my new thing now. But in the future, I will have something special. I did decide to go ahead and take the plunge and buy an assortment of various flavors of Polar Seltzer.
Oh boy.
It's not something I'll be able to do regularly, but I felt $30 for like 24 different flavors. Not a bad price just to find out what I'm missing on it.
That's I mean, considering it's being shipped to you, that's probably not bad. That's probably not bad. I mean,
go ahead.
I'm
responsible for this travesty tonight.
That's okay. I mean, we're all, trying to get everybody in on stuff here. It's always good to try new things. You're trying Polar Seltzer. Everybody's trying Link's Awakening. All right. And last but not least, in the bottom, taking his traditional place as center square, he is the creature from the wooded forests of the Pacific Northwest. He is the mysterious one known as Razanir the Orc, maybe.
Hi, I'm Razanir. I like Link's Awakening. In fact, Link's Awakening is my second ever Zelda game. I started with original LOZ on the NES, but the same day we bought that game, NES game cart, we also bought Link's Awakening. And I remember that my brother played the hell out of Link's Awakening, and I played the hell out of the NES Zelda, and then we would, switch. But he didn't like the NES one, because I guess it was too basic, or whatever. My brother is a douche, so whatever. So I played both of them extensively together, and fond memories of this. I don't remember anything about it now, unfortunately. So I have a few hours to figure that out, but I didn't want to keep getting up for whiskey, so I just brought the bottle. I have the bottle of Triple R Russian River Rye, and then I have 2 cans. One is mostly done of Polar Seltzer, but I want you to guess the flavor, Dan. And I'll give you.
So
two
you have
chances.
two cans. Are they both?
They're the same flavor.
They're the same flavor.
Yeah.
Let's see. I could go for the obvious choice, which is raspberry lime, but something tells me that is. Knowing you have planned this guessing game in advance, and you would say, that would be the first thing Dan would guess. So you'd try to throw me a curveball.
I am definitely throwing you a curveball.
And knowing the stuff that you've gotten in the past and what is available in your area, I'm going to go with pomegranate.
No.
Oh.
I'll give you one more guess. Anyone else can guess.
Orange vanilla.
Oh God, no! I don't like orange vanilla. I'm weird.
Orange vanilla for him is too.
Yeah, it's too vanilla.
Too vanilla.
It'd be good with dessert. No, the correct answer was, believe it or not,
I didn't get my. Original. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I didn't get my second try.
Oh,
but
someone guessed for you.
I would not have guessed original because that's just. I mean, you can mix stuff with it. I mean, that's what.
No,
I'm drinking it straight.
Okay.
In fact, I had a little bit of it flat this morning, and I was like, I wonder what this tastes like. Oh, yeah, no surprises there. It tastes like water.
Polar does bottle just like water. You can get polar water. They sell it at the store, but I don't buy bottled water.
No, I would not do that.
We all have the same code: bird key, shell, map, shovel, and a bunch of bombs.
I see the seed
Yeah.
number at the bottom there. All three of you have the same seed number.
Yeah, we all have the same. Looking at the...
Yep. So you're all good. So I don't know what button starts this. It's probably the A button. Maybe
Leave
it's
it start.
Start. Okay.
No, start goes to the. I thought start goes back to the name screen.
I have no
he's
idea.
right.
You guys have to figure out what it is.
He's right. So
Okay. So I'm gonna count you down with 3, 2, 1,
Cool.
go.
you gotta give it a minute.
Yep. I'm waiting for you to reset, and then once Bob's back at the menu
Oops,
screen.
sorry.
Okay, now I'm ready.
I was playing with the audio and it blacked out the emulator.
That's okay. So I'm gonna count everybody down with 3, 2, 1, go, and we will be off. Counting down in 3, 2, 1, go, and they're off.
This isn't very randomized. Or do you always start in bed?
Where you start will always look like this.
Okay.
Muffin Jets was here.
I told you we probably would have an early fire rod.
Raz talked to
I talked to
Marin.
the wrong person.
You've got the magic
Yeah.
rod. Now you can
You can
burn
drop-
things. Burn, baby, burn.
Right, I can't look at the map.
Burn,
Right.
baby,
I
burn.
kind of know where I am. Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be annoying. as hell.
Linko's Inferno.
Yeah, okay, I know where I am.
All right. Also, tonight's, you guys can't hear it, but people in stream can. Tonight's music is being provided by Anders Anger Jensen, who makes great music, and I bought all of his albums yesterday because I'd been meaning to for a long time. I said, well, I might as well wait for a Bandcamp Friday so he gets all the money from it, or at least, like, much more money than he would have gotten if I bought it from whatever other digital platform I would buy things from. So we're going to be grooving with some... I figure it'll be a good mix-up to have this stuff in addition to things I normally play. I do like how this looks on the Game Boy Color palette. It is very... It's got a nice aesthetic.
How do you get into the color dungeon?
Well, it depends on where it is.
Oh,
Normally,
how do you get into the dungeon?
I love how the ghosts look like Slimer.
Sorry, you cut out on me.
Yeah, I got a text box. How do you get into the graveyard dungeon?
I believe you have to have beaten level 3, either level 3 or 3 dungeons.
Oh, okay.
I'm not exactly sure.
You could also
And then
talk
you
to the
gotta-
Graveyard Duck.
Then you have to push the graves in a certain order.
Yeah, I
which,
just got a message that was yelling at me about pushing graves.
Yeah,
But I couldn't
the,
do it. It wouldn't let me.
the book in the library that's on top of the shelf tells you that order, though that's not randomized. It's a little difficult for me to just explain that order, though.
Oh, I have to throw fire at moblins.
Yep, you gotta attack your brothers.
That
This
thing
might be
doesn't
an
look
issue.
familiar. That thing
Oh no, I
doesn't
can
look
actually hit
familiar
you.
at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I just immediately get Bow Wow? Oh no. Okay.
With the current settings, Bow Wow will only show up when you're in the swamp.
What are these on the tracker, on the item tracker, the treasure chest and numbers? Is they just correspond to the level? Like there's 3 treasure chests in level 1 or something such?
Probably how many are actual checks as opposed to dungeon items.
Kind of like Link's Awakening does.
I assume so, but I also don't even know which tracker you're using.
Oh, how do I clear something from the tracker?
I'm just using the straight item tracker.
Oh well, whatever. Oh, look at that. Okay. Does the color of the power bracelet mean anything?
There's power bracelet level 1 and level 2.
Yeah, there is a level
Oh,
2.
that's
but-
right. Okay. That's just what the track.
The power bracelet and the Titan's bracelet?
Though now that you mention it, I do believe the level 1 is blue and the level 2 is red.
Yeah.
Mine actually says power bracelet level 1, so.
Yeah. Oh, I meant on the tracker.
Oh yeah, I have no idea. I just clicked on it. Okay, this thing is ringing, but A doesn't do anything, so okay.
I mean,
don't-
something
is that phone-
obvious
Is
thing,
that
right?
phone supposed to do something? Because hitting none of the buttons I hit do anything.
Blau got 50 rupees. Very nice.
Yeah, not really what I wanted though.
Oh, I can't do anything in any
Money's
of these
money.
rooms, can I?
I guess that's
No.
true. I do need money.
That's what you
At
want.
least enough to find out that the shop is holding a 200 rupee 5 rupee and a 980 rupee 5 rupee.
Is there a night palette in this game?
I
No.
don't think so.
Yeah, because
I think it just changed color when I went
Ah!
into this. I don't know
That's
why
all.
it did, but
All the money.
because Bob's in the Lost Woods. Oh, yeah.
yeah, you can say it. I mean, we're not racing.
Okay, yeah. Bob's in the
Or
Lost
I'm
Woods.
not racing. They,
We're
those
not.
Fools, those
we're
fools
not
might think they
competing
are. I'm
here.
not. Yeah, there's no
No.
competition.
Do you just give me potion? I guess not. Okay.
Crazy Tracy.
Talk about Crazy Tracy.
How does Crazy Tracy give you the potion? You have to bring something to her, right?
No, it just costs money. I think.
I guess I don't have enough money.
And it's like a random amount every time you talk to her.
Blau, are you using a fun percent sprite?
I am.
Okay.
I am Richard. And because I am Richard, Link will be in Richard's villa.
Okay. Oh, so I've got a funny story for you guys. So this afternoon, I was just lying around the house because it's Saturday and I, wanted to take it easy. And I got, I have email alerts on Craigslist for, vintage computers and other things. Like if stuff within a certain radius has certain keywords, it'll send me an email. And I saw a whole bunch of entries come up for various removable media drives, like a SideQuest, a Jazz drive, a Bernoulli drive, and some old Macs. I'm like, this is a bunch of stuff coming from the same place. I'm like, some of it was reasonably priced, other stuff, whatever. But I figured, well, maybe if I get a bunch of it, they'll give me a break or something. So I looked at all the pictures and I noticed that they had like a bunch of digital presses, which are really fancy copy machines. But in the background of the pictures, I'm like, this looks like a print shop that's getting rid of stuff. And I noticed that they were located in Chelsea. And I'm like, wait a minute, I feel like I should know this. And so I went and looked at the print shops in Chelsea. And I'm like, oh, I bet this used to be one of my customers from when I worked, in the print industry. And so I sent them an email and, said, hey, I'm, willing to take this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, by the way, I noticed you guys are in Chelsea and so on. Are you this customer? And they're like, yes, we are. I'm like, oh, hey, it's Dan from so-and-so. And I'm like, Dan, small world. So,
What was that?
somebody laughing.
There was just some sudden noise in the
My wife
background.
is being loud.
Oh no, you're fine.
It was perfect
just-
timing though. It was.
It was, yeah. That's
was
why
like
I
a-
said something about
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I don't know if she was listening or not, but that was perfectly timed laughter, even if it was unrelated.
It was just so weirdly apropos.
Yeah.
Oh, where am I on the map?
This
There we
could have
go.
been my son.
Oh, who's this guy? Sure, take my picture.
Oh, that's the optional picture quest. That's just a waste of time in Randomizer.
Oh, jeez. I did it anyway.
I don't know, I have like no context for what anybody is doing, but this is
I don't either.
nice.
I'm
It
just-
is nice to watch.
I'm just doing random checks, and I don't know if they do.
I guess
me
that's.
any good or
I'm gonna
not.
call that check done then.
I think it
Yeah,
is
okay.
helpful having the fire wand to start with. It is kind of like a bomb wand start.
It's basically a sword, yeah. I guess I'll go fishing.
I
I
mean,
have
it's-
money.
Yeah, it's being helpful.
That might have been a good play to go fishing.
I don't
did
remember
not
how
go
this
fishing.
works though. Do I catch the big fish to get the item, or?
You've got like 2 big fish in there, though.
Yeah. You get the item from the big fish. One of them.
Okay.
I mean, I see you're going for the big fish that's very far away. I mean,
I don't know how to fish. Apparently,
oh,
it
look,
just immediately ran away.
well, he was near the edge of the screen.
Well, I mean, I assumed that like I would just hold the button and.
Yeah.
Now you gotta press it really fast.
Oh, I gotta tap A. Okay. Also, there's really no way to get the close fish. Oh, I just got
I
the.
got 20
I
rupees. Is that?
Yeah,
The,
I mean,
is
I
that the
assume you
item
would-
Then?
I mean, you
I don't
just-
think you could cast it that little.
Yeah, just keep trying.
Well, I don't have any money.
Oh, but I mean that. How much does it cost to fish?
It's 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like gambling. Well, you're good with
Yeah.
that.
I'm fine with it, but like you have to clear the little fish out
Yeah.
of the way.
Is this the
sometimes,
first
so-
Zelda with chain chomps? I don't think they were in Link to the
Yes.
No,
Past.
they were in Link to the Past.
Or are they? I don't.
Oh, yeah,
remember.
they were,
They were, but
actually.
they were different kinds of chain chomps. Like they weren't
Where were
obviously
they?
Mario chain chomps.
Where were they in Link to? Oh, yeah.
They were in-
Ah,
Turtle Rock.
they were pretty Mario.
They were Mario-like, but I mean, though these ones
They
are
were in
obviously
that,
Mario
They were in
chain
that one
chomps.
scene from Turtle Rock. Yeah.
Oh, I can't do this.
Jeez. This is the
Yeah,
money
no,
scene
okay.
here.
Yeah, I've got 85. I mean,
I went the wrong way. I have
I
9
had,
rupees.
I had 90 rupees when I started this.
Do
I
they
don't
drop
recall
5
now.
rupee drops in this? Oh yeah, they do. They did in the original.
God, this is taking forever just to get it close to him. Fuck me. I'm trying to fucking avoid that.
They definitely did not have Kirby monsters in any
Yeah,
other
that's
game before this.
That's only in Link's Awakening.
Oh, boo.
Let's just go ahead and clear
Oh.
it out. The last thing I want to do is catch all the damn fish.
Never mind, that's fine. Oh, ow.
I think I'm about to have to go fishing.
I mean, I'm here
Sorry.
and I got plenty of rupees, so.
I ain't found
Yeah.
shit.
Dude, Bob managed to cast it
How
halfway
do I-
across the screen.
How do I get
You
it over
hold
there?
left.
Oh, I
You
know how
hold
to
left.
get it all the way across, but I
And
don't know
then
how to
you-
get it like a little bit.
He didn't know. You hold right.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think about that.
At least buy the item in the shop.
I must have to dig this.
I probably can't. I probably used to.
Oh, no, wait, hold on.
This.
No, that's not right.
Okay, got
Well,
Good job, Bob.
at least it wasn't rupees.
it. Is that on the tracker? Medicine? I don't think so. That's the trade. That's the item you give to. I don't
What
remember
is
the trade
this?
chain. Where do you give the where do you give the medicine?
I'm not far enough over. I'm not reading the map right. Whoops.
What person in the in the trade chain needs the medicine?
That's not trade chain
I
thing.
think that's just medicine, right?
Yeah, that just heals you if you lose all your hearts.
This.
I don't know where I'm going, but I at least know where I've been.
Oh, this.
What's Whitesnake? Oh, that's music for mommies and daddies.
I can do this.
20
What
years
is
later,
in the
and that joke is
nostalgia
still
house?
What?
What's in the nostalgia house?
Nostalgia
Oh,
House.
oh, apparently it's money. Okay. Where you bring the ghost.
Oh,
There was an
Yeah.
item under a pot.
yeah, there's one check in there.
I don't think I can go any further this way. I have to go around. If I save and quit, what happens?
You get the option to be able to go back to your house
Okay.
which will be where you actually started rather than the
I
main
forgot how to do
village
that. Do I do
location.
this?
I think it's all the buttons.
Oh, it's AB select start, not LR select start. There we go. Oh, I don't want to return home, actually. Never mind. I'm trying to do LR select start, and I'm like, wait a second. The Game Boy doesn't have those buttons.
What do you get? For
Oh,
you?
I know why that's marked. Okay. It's starting to come back to me now.
Certainly no
I don't have a
shortage of heart
sword. I
containers
can't.
around.
I can't do that.
What the? Oh.
That's right. I can do this.
Son of a bitch.
Son
Well,
of a
now I
bitch
have
indeed.
all the money, so
Son of a
Well.
bitch indeed.
not all the money, but.
I can actually do anything over here.
There, I got that.
I got two thoughts on how to make progression.
Oh, weird. Okay. Oh,
I'm
I
not
know
not
what to do.
really a fan of either of them. It's definitely not the nicest start.
Oh, boo.
Missed it. Okay, yeah, there's no way in hell I'm gonna
All
be
the
able to
tiny
get-
fish.
I really need that. I really need that magic stuff, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to get that. There's gotta be another way to get that.
Okay, I should be able to get. Medicine's not on the tracker because it's just
Not required.
it's just helpful. Yeah. Okay.
And there's a couple of chests in the game that have medicine.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I did this. Yeah, I'm gonna wander around up here for a bit. You know what? Hold on, let's do that. Oh, I hate fire rotting moblins.
Oh, it must have used the damn medicine
Ips.
I had. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, if you run out of health, it automatically does that.
Yeah. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have gone in there.
I don't need money.
Listen to Mr. Rich Pants over here.
Well, I have 149. I feel like.
You definitely want money.
I mean, is there a 980 item after the 200 item?
There is.
Okay. I'm immediately gonna go buy that heart container as soon as I get 200.
There's the bow.
Hey, I have this for you, buddy. I won this from the trendy game.
Yep, that's where I'm headed now.
I can't do the crane thing to get the magic stuff, so there's, I don't know.
If you put the crane in the first, like, you know how it goes in a box?
Mhm.
If you put the crane, if you hold B and put the crane in the first column, then as soon as the powder starts to move up on the far right, tap A and you'll get it. I just remember that from being a kid. And if you don't get it, you'll get close.
Hey, at least this
Oh,
version
I got
doesn't
close,
have
but I mean, I
bullshit
could do this
physics.
I could do this 100 times and not get it. And I don't.
Oh,
want to
that's
do it.
right. This is where the item is. Okay.
I'm gonna try it one more time.
That's the whole reason I did that. Oops. I like the select thing. That's a really convenient QOL.
almost.
Yeah. Probably not so good if you would rather have a map.
Oh, I can't do this because I don't have a sword. Okay, that's why. I mean, I have a map right here. It's very small. Okay, I'm guessing that's this. Lift the skulls. Okay.
I could swear that it's not supposed to be in logic for you to get magic powder from Trendy Game, even though that's a thing you can do.
What is this?
I missed it by a hair.
But I honestly don't know what else to do. I guess there is one thing I can do.
I got 3 more chances.
Oh no! Oh, holes are a whole heart?
Yep,
A whole heart?
a whole heart,
Nobody?
yep.
Anybody? Okay.
Nope, can't do that.
Got it.
Good job, Bob.
I wasted every rupee I had, though.
Hopefully it leads to something.
Hey, give me stuff. I remember you from the Magic Bat.
Only got 10 uses of it.
I think you can hold up to 10 at 20.
Alright, give me my horrible curse.
A
Okay,
horrible
well,
night to have
Yeah,
a curse.
I just did that. Although I'm not sure how this helps me, to be honest.
oh, it definitely helps.
I don't remember who to give the dog food to.
Bob, you don't need to do that.
Why not?
Oh, I need health. Yeah, I'll take.
Why would I not?
You want
have
to do? You want to do the trade quest?
Yeah,
Since when?
in Randomizer, you don't have to do the trade quest at all.
Okay,
Well, I mentioned that earlier.
I didn't hear it.
Man, I need to like turn on the mode where it like tracks for you, just
The
to
one
let,
thing,
just to know where I am on this map.
one thing that you should all know is that the boomerang guy just straight up gives you an item with these settings.
I don't remember what the
Where's the
guy is.
boomerang guy?
Yeah.
It's in a cave on the beach.
Everything on the beach for me is red. And apparently if you fire wand shrubs, you don't get money.
But that sucks.
I need
50
200,
rupees.
don't I? Oh, God. I need money. I was just complaining about
That's
having...
what Raz wants.
Okay, I know where I am
No,
now.
can't do nothing there, I don't think, because I think I need bombs.
Wait, what?
I really hope the seed just like opens wide up soon, because
Does anybody else
wow,
have
this,
bombs?
this is a really mean start.
You can get bombs in the Lost Woods.
Yeah, from the guy
There's 50
with the
rupees.
powder.
From the fairy screen, go left at one and up one, and then lift the rock. And there's a stairs, and it's the guy that gives you bombs. Hey, I want this. Can I has?
Do you have to get that guy to get him as a drop or anything?
No, I think it's the bag. Oh, that's just rude.
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll unlock bombs for you.
We're gonna check that one
Well,
off
I
as
have to
done.
go all the way back up. I have no idea where you're talking about, other than that I think it's in the forest, so I'm assuming
It
I
is in the
all
forest.
the way back to the forest.
Hey, good
Love
news.
it.
I don't need money anymore. Oh my god, I can't read this map. Okay. I want to go up. Wait, what?
Yeah, I have to go through the whole forest. I don't remember where that. I remember there being.
Oh, I gotta go over one.
I
Okay.
remember there being a spot where I needed the powder for.
Yeah,
That's
here we
all I
go.
remember.
And after you find bombs, you can buy them in the shop for an
Oh, I
actually
guess-
affordable price.
I guess I could. Yeah.
It's annoying that you have to find them first.
Ah.
Yeah.
I think you're finding the bomb bag. Is what you're really
It-
finding.
Probably.
Basically. Even though that, I don't think that was even a thing in the original. Although I don't think they showed up in the shop in the original until you beat the tail cave.
Yeah, I don't remember how you get bombs in the original.
Yeah, they just showed up in the
Uh,
shop.
Wow. Okay.
Do you get anything from using the powder on the guy, on the little raccoon?
No, he just lets you pass. Which you don't need to do because there's a
Oh,
alternate
I
way
didn't.
around.
I didn't know that. That was why I got the powder. Oh well. I can't do any of this. Okay.
And I tell you what, I'm really feeling the effects of not having a feather.
Can I call Uncle Orira?
Yeah, you have it pretty.
Yes.
It's not.
Does he
think he
actually
does.
give you a hint?
It's not
I
letting
think
me
he
do it.
does actually give hints.
It's not letting me do it. I press every button around it and it doesn't do anything.
What are you talking about?
The phones. It doesn't do a damn thing. It won't let me answer the phone.
Oh,
it
that's
sure
too
doesn't.
bad. Oh, there's something on this screen. I gotta go around. Hi, Kiki.
In an earlier version, he gave hints. Oh man.
God, every
I
time I get a rupee, I'm just sad.
I know,
I'm
right?
not, I still need 200. I need a lot of rupees.
I don't know if you really do need 200. Well, I mean, it's nice to get a heart container.
I would
but
very much like to have. a
How do
heart
I get
container.
over there? Oh, I know how to get over there. I watched Brookrid's video. I watched him go past the staircase like 30 times. Oh, I missed some checks. I'm going back there anyway. It's fine.
Damn. Okay. All the checks I'm doing are just plain rupees.
Yeah, I'm kind
Yeah,
of
there's tons of rupees everywhere.
Hi, will you?
Is that just a natural thing with this randomizer? Just rupees everywhere?
There's
There
a
are
lot
rupees
of money
everywhere.
in Link's Awakening. Because you do need 980 for a bow.
I hate that I wasted a bomb.
I guess I go this way. I am digging this fire wand. Oh, you're already out of the way. Thanks, buddy.
Ugh.
Ah! Ah! I was not expecting Pokey.
Damn it! I keep. Ugh.
I almost got pokeyed.
How are you in the desert?
I don't know, I'm just following the tracker.
I'm not even looking at a tracker.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the fire rod really
Okay.
makes short work of bosses, doesn't it?
That's as far as I can get that way.
That's not a key, that's money. Yeah, Landmola. Okay.
Huh, we could do this as a food.nes. There's no possible way this could go wrong for a spooky game. I can't
What?
tell if this is real or a parody. Elvira's Monster Party.
Oh wow.
That's an NES game?
I mean,
There is one. Isn't there one called? There is
I mean,
one called.
that sounds
awesome,
There
but
is
I'm
one
just-
called Monster Party. That's actually a good game. It's
Yes.
really hard. Yeah.
but it's
Isn't
like
Monster Party like dating or something?
no Monster. We're talking Monster Party for
Monster
NES,
Pro.
the one where you
Oh,
go
that's
around with a
Monster-
baseball bat and stuff.
Yeah. It's
I
got
mean,
all
I
the
will
really
play
good
all of
monsters.
these monster-related games
Ow.
because they are.
I thought we got
They're
rid of these
thematically
Haas
appropriate.
people.
I haven't heard of them, and I haven't had one.
We
happen
just
in a
had one
while.
right now.
How do I get up
Oh, there's
there?
there's a dungeon. I just don't have the key for it.
Oh, it's not this way. Okay. Oh, jeez. You have like no iframes in this mode, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you a question while I was looking at the map, and I just hear ow, 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 ow. How do you get to whatever's above Yarna Desert?
I do not know.
It's the mountain.
What is this called?
I mean, you obviously found something that I haven't since you've gotten to Yarny Desert.
I have the same things you do. I have the boots, the powder, the.
I don't have the
bomb.
boots.
You don't have the boots.
I
Oh,
do not
okay.
have
Well,
the boots.
how do you not have the boots?
How do you have the boots?
I went and tried to get Bow Wow back.
The boots were like really
The
early.
reward was the reward for Bow Wow was the boots.
I don't think you could do that without an actual sword.
No, you can use the fire rod.
Oh yeah, I wanted them to death really quickly. In the
Yeah, it
Moblin
doesn't take
Cave
much
or whatever.
effort.
Yeah.
I can't do anything
Well,
with it.
That changes a lot of
That
things.
changes a lot, doesn't it?
That's what I get for not having played it in like almost a year.
Jesus
I was gonna
Christ.
get Bow Wow to go back into level 2, but it turns out you don't need that because the fire rod is basically a pocket Bow Wow.
Yeah, Breakman TT is correct. The dating game is Monster Prom, which is also a good game, apparently.
It is very good.
Meanwhile, Rogue Blaze.
Oh no!
making me
Oh no! Sorry,
no problem. You were. That is definitely an oh no moment.
that was a no moment.
But yeah, Rogue Blaze making me feel old, saying it's like, oh, playing Mega Man 11 again, and guys, 4 years on, it's still great. It's like that game didn't come out 4 years ago. It came out 2 years ago, and it turns out I'm wrong. We're both wrong because it came out 3 years ago. It does
wow.
not
Mega Man
feel
9?
Mega Man 11.
Oh, 11. I was gonna
Mega Man
say.
9 is a lot older than that.
Mega Man 9
Mega Man
came out
9
like
was around like 2013.
2009 was when Mega Man 9 came out.
Jesus. Okay.
Oh, I know why. Okay, so I guess I didn't realize that they have an option to shuffle the mini bosses now.
Yeah, I saw that you had flagged that.
I didn't flag that. It's a new option that wasn't there when I made the settings,
A likely story.
and I didn't consider it when I saw it. I was just like, oh yeah, sure, whatever.
Ah, that's not a power bracelet. Oh my god.
Now I can actually get some stuff done.
Ray, it's nice, isn't it?
I do still need a sword though.
I can't go this way. Where the hell do I go then?
I can handle the flippers a lot better than.
How do I get there? Oh, I know how to get there, I think. Wait,
I'd be a lot
no.
happier with flippers at this point because that's gating everywhere I'm trying to go now.
How do I get this?
I mean, the fire rod definitely makes things much easier, but still.
I can go through one of these caves, that's how. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, what Raz said.
Isn't this a, oh, ow. I don't remember. We'll just try it. I don't have a sword, so I can't, like, hit walls. That's not helpful to me. This is where I want to be. Okay, good.
I mean, you can't hit walls.
Like to see if they're bombable.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's always money. Okay.
Money, money, money.
Okay, well then I guess I have to go over here, or I have to go in a dungeon. What dungeons can I go in?
Well, level 2's open. Well, vanilla 2.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
I don't
though.
have any dungeon that's open that I've found.
Well,
yet.
actually, if I click on it, no, there's nothing I can do in here.
I needed keys for every dungeon I've gone by.
No! Damn you.
How do I get?
Maybe you
Oh,
tell
I
me if it's on-
think I see. Okay.
Oh, that doesn't even do me any good. Wait. Does this work? That does not work.
Damn it.
I feel like this is going to be one of those seeds where once we finally make some progress, just everything is going to come up Millhouse.
He can say
Right.
all he wants. See, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so whatever.
I have a rough idea. There we go. Can I only activate 2 per screen? Is that the deal here?
What are you talking about?
Armos?
No. But some of
I gotta
them,
go the other side.
some of them just can't be activated.
Excuse me, coming through. You know it, whatever. Goodbye.
Make way for Raz.
It's good that you can't light yourself on fire in this game.
Right, I would take so much damage and die.
I think they realize that lighting yourself on fire isn't helpful.
They also probably realize that, like, by the time you get the fire out, you have so many hearts that who cares?
Hey,
I
found where,
can't do anything about these armors.
I found where powder is,
Oh, I
but
see.
you had to have bombs to get to it.
Look at you! I love you. I found my progression. It's not the feather, believe it or not.
Shot.
Oh god, those hurt! Don't fuck around with Armos.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm going through this area.
It hurts so bad. Why can't I hit these? I can't, like, even knock them back.
No, you need the
I'm-
bow.
I'm kind of stuck.
I just
There's
got
one more-
super messed up by some Octoroks.
I have to go up this way? Yeah, I have to go... Oh. No, 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 no. Get away. Can I, like, throw a bomb at you? Oh, that works. I got arrows. It doesn't help me.
I guess that dungeon's open, so I can go in it. Interesting. Yeah, there's arrows.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Don't do much good without a bow, do they?
Nope.
I'll be right back.
Were you able to kill the Armos with the fire rod?
No.
No, but you can use
Oh,
a
you
bomb.
fucking
Oh, look
fairy.
at that! I'm so happy to find this.
Yeah, that's helpful, without a doubt.
I have a sword.
Me too.
Did you just get the sword?
Yeah.
You guys
Here,
are
I thought
ahead
I was
of me.
ahead.
This was my idea, and I'm the one behind. take that, Bob.
Bob and I did it at the same time, apparently.
I think Raz is like 100 years ahead of me. I think
No,
it just
apparently
so
we're
happens-
next to each
just
other.
because you have the sword doesn't mean that one doesn't mean anything.
Did you also get the other item that's nearby?
There's not another item that's nearby. The only thing in there is the sword.
No, I mean nearby the sword.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Look
what
for
else
the
could be.
look for the Armos with stairs under it, because you want that.
I didn't know there was an Armos with stairs under it.
I mean, this I only knew because there was a tracker.
I'll just keep hitting all the Armos then, I guess, until.
If you look real close, you can tell. It's on the screen, I think, with 8 Armos. And it's on the left.
Yay, I got a piece of fart.
Oh, you know what? I actually want the
One
piece.
art, please.
Now where do I go here? That wasn't on my tracker, but I'm glad I talked to him. I do want to go this way, actually. Oh, not that way, but maybe I do want to. I don't know.
Yeah, that was almost bad. That was even double almost bad. Getting stuck on the level geometry. On the geometry.
I don't remember where this goes. I'm gonna guess. Do you need a key to get in the face shrine?
Yes.
Oh, the balls. Okay. Okay. I don't want anything to do with it over here then.
Son of a bitch. Figures it's all the way back that way.
Oh, boo. I can't actually do what I was thinking.
I think Kia may have solved the problem of how do you get an SUV buying public to buy a minivan? The solution is to make the minivan look like an SUV. I gotta say, it's got
There's what I want.
the Kia Carnival. Probably not the name I would have given to it, but I gotta say, it does look pretty stately.
I mean, if you're in Brazil, that's a great name for it, right?
Oh yeah, that comes in a lot of handy. I see what you're saying.
Oh, god damn it. I can't go up a waterfall.
This is the only mini boss.
That's not what I wanted. There we go.
Oops, all golems.
What item is that? Oh, I'm right here. I might as well go get it. Gotta do all the checks, right?
Suppose so. I'm still largely trying to figure out how I'm still.
I have
alive.
already done that. So.
As it defies all logic. Speaking of the devil,
My tracker doesn't apparently show shuffled heart pieces.
Hmm.
Oh, no, it does. It's just blue. Okay.
I recall Brick Road talking about the trackers not being so good.
I think it's okay, actually. I just was misinterpreting the color of the thing that was being tracked here. Can I do anything in here now? Oh, I totally can. Look at that. Ow, ow, ow.
It's a shovel spot.
it's a piece of heart. Okay.
There's no way I can do that. Okay.
It's side-scrolling platforming, not just for Zelda 2.
Yeah, those are the best parts of this game, actually.
They're pretty cool.
I
how they
adore
work.
the side-scrolling stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
this
it's-
doesn't work on you.
It's actually pretty cool overall how they were able to incorporate it.
I'm very surprised that we've not found a feather yet.
For dungeons, is there still one item per dungeon, or is just pass or randomize?
It's randomized. All that's guaranteed is that all the dungeon items and keys that are normally in the dungeon will be in there as well.
Still be there, okay.
But what is with the thing? Is the fairy where you like would throw the boomerang or something in it? Like I'm just in a room and I don't remember.
I can't grab that, duh. I
You
found
know,
Marion's
Dan,
head in a
I don't
box.
remember what this does in
What's that,
Link's-
Bob?
I don't remember what this does in Link's Awakening. You'd have to look on the screen to see what map what's going
Dan,
on
that's
here. I don't know
really
how to explain
disturbing.
it.
Yes.
I don't know what it does. Like I don't
You
remember
don't-
what it does
I don't
in
think-
vanilla.
That's a fairy fountain, and the fairies don't appear if you have full health.
Okay, so that's just. I assumed I needed to toss something
Oh,
in it.
Jesus, these go fast. I'm trying to do Zelda strats here, and, not working.
Nah, there is no tossing stuff in.
Why
in
can
this
I not
one.
see the map, the world map?
It's replaced with item swap, so you
That's
don't have a one
annoying.
map button.
That's really annoying. I really
That's
like
why
it.
I got a tracker.
I don't have room for the tracker.
Yeah, I also don't have.
Were you just like checked out when I was telling you all this stuff at the start?
Oh, right.
I told you I'm not going to understand any of it, but you're going to have to repeat every bit of it. I literally flat told you that. Because like you're telling me a whole bunch of stuff on a game I don't remember from 100 years ago. So I'm going to understand parts of it and then not others. I don't know why I wanted.
Oh, do
this
I not
guy.
get an item from you yet?
Oh yeah, you're supposed to have the. That's right. You're supposed to have the feather for this. Yeah.
Wow, bomb pickups are 1?
Oh wow,
That's the
that would
worst.
That would be useful.
What? It'd be like
That's
5. Oh, you found them on
That's-
the ground.
Yeah, on
the
the
ones
ground.
that are
Yeah.
the ones that are flying are more.
That's all I can do in here, unfortunately. But I did find something, so...
Oh well, it was a waste of 100 rupees, but whatever. It'll be all right.
Orange are glitches, okay. Go this way. Oh my goodness, I keep doing this.
You literally can't kill the Armos anyway without a bow, right? So there's.
You use
You
no-
kill it
bombs.
with a bomb.
Bombs will work. Ah, I was looking at my whiskey. or
Oh
my-
wow, he went in the water. Never mind.
All right.
I didn't know
That's
that would happen.
progress.
I didn't know that could happen. Cool.
Did you find the flippers?
Yeah, I've had the flippers. Oh,
Oh, okay,
that
good.
way anyway.
I think we've all got them.
I can't do anything else that way anyway. Well, that's a shame.
Oh no! Oh, I did not lose all my health. Okay, good. Although I guess if I die, I just return to the entrance of the room I was in.
You go to the start of the dungeon, I think.
Well, I mean, I'm just in a random cave.
Maybe. Actually, no. Not 100% sure on that.
When I died to the Armos, I reappeared at the stair. I reappear where you get the flippers, so. I gotta go back to the village?
Yeah, I would much rather have the world map, have that select thing turn off and have the world map turned on.
That's an optional setting, right? You could toggle
Yes.
that.
Okay, next time.
Well,
if we
you,
ever
you
play
did
this
just
game-
take my ROM, which I didn't even look at it,
Right.
so I apologize. I fucked up your everything for you.
I'd a million times rather have a world map than that select. Though I admit
How
that.
dare you, Raz?
I can fix that for you, but you will have to start over.
Yeah.
We could probably make up the progress pretty quickly.
I don't know. I feel like this is all sort of blurring together for me.
Oh, I don't have
Oh,
an ocarina,
duh,
so
I
this
can
doesn't
do
do me any good,
this.
does it?
I really like the select to swap, but I don't remember to use it. Which is kind of an issue.
Well, it only works for the thing in the left-hand item, and it's not.
Oh,
that,
I know what this is
it's
marking. This
partially
is
useful,
Marin.
but not overly.
Yeah, okay. I got it. I can check that off. I don't have an ocarina.
No.
This doesn't do me any
Ocarina.
good.
No, not having ocarina.
How do you
doesn't help
pronounce
me
it?
any.
Ocarina.
Ocarina. I'm
Some
sorry.
people say ocarina.
I mean, ocarina is acceptable, but ocarina.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard
That's
that
the
one.
Orcus pronunciation.
Okay,
That was-
my
that's how it
apologies.
sounds. I mean, that's how it sounds in the
That's how I
original.
get
It's
away
in-
with anything, really.
You get
Like,
an
I,
Orcus-
just,
but
I
wouldn't
don't
it
know
be-
how to pronounce things.
Raz,
That's
I'm
its
sorry.
pronunciation in the original Orcish, so you know.
Yeah.
But Raz, wouldn't it be?
Orcarina.
Well, I was about to say, wouldn't it be an ocarina?
No, because orcs don't do puns. They're better than that.
No, orcs only live and die by puns.
Oh,
Man,
love
I
it.
risked my life in the Dream Shrine for that.
Orcs think puns are ork.
Oh yeah, now that I have a sword and boots, I can do the Dream Shrine.
You might not want to. It's 20 rupees.
Wah, wah, wah.
Shouldn't have told him that.
I don't care. It's not a race.
Still shouldn't have told him that.
I mean, there's 2 chests in there.
Fine, I wasn't telling him that. I was telling you that, Bob.
Uh-huh.
Just in case you wanted to know. But if other people heard, so be it. Wait, there's 2 chests in there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there are. I only got 1. I gotta go back.
You're welcome.
The only one who loses here is Bob. He has to listen to this.
Move faster, Pokey.
I only got the one on the right.
Yeah, that's the one that you don't actually have to.
Yeah, it's right
punch
there.
for. I always hated the Dream Shrine as a kid because it's like really freaking hard to get to that chest without the boots,
Yeah.
and you're not really rewarded for doing it.
All right. Well, for spoiling the right chest, I will not tell you it was in the left chest. So now you have to go back here anyway. You're welcome, Bob.
I'm nowhere near it. I mean, I'll have to do it.
Oh, I
eventually,
meant
but-
I effectively have given Blau no information, I guess.
Oh.
So it all worked out. Have I seen another warp point?
Timeline has been set correct.
I have, apparently. Where the hell am I? Oh, I'm down here at Animal Village. Okay. I'm just looking at the map.
I wish I had a shovel. It'd be great if I had a shovel.
I know where one is. I just don't know how to get to it.
I really should not look at the map and try and walk around holes. It's not a good philosophy.
Actually, don't know if I remember where all the shovel spots are.
I really don't.
I
I've
sure as
been-
fuck don't.
kind of screwed in that regard by the remake because it's got more.
Yeah, it adds them, doesn't it?
Yeah, I sure.
Yes.
I sure as fuck don't know where they are. So
I know where a few of them are.
Excuse me. Can I get that back? Oh, god damn it. Okay. That was frustrating and I hate it.
Set that rabbit's ass on fire.
oh yeah, I bet I need lots of space for that. So hook shot. Yeah, well there's a key, but I
I
can't get
did
to
not
it.
expect that to happen.
Nobody
I know where
expects the
a key
Spanish
is.
Inquisition.
Yeah.
No, my item just sailed into the water and it drowned. It was gone
Bloop.
forever.
Did you try diving for it?
Yeah, I couldn't get it. I had to pick it up before it fell in the water. I don't hear Dan talking right now, so I don't know if I can
Yeah.
answer that.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was
Did you
looking.
mean Blau?
I always sound like this. But yes, I am sick.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't been saying anything. Yeah, that's been Blau.
Yeah.
Hey, you still fighting that cold, Blau?
I'm not 100%, but I'm basically over it.
Blau does not sound like a sick me.
They don't sound anything alike.
Nope.
Did somebody say he sounds like a sick you?
It's quite the compliment to me. Because Dan has a really good voice.
Dan has
Yeah.
radio voice.
people keep saying
Don't
this,
like mine.
and I'm always extremely self-conscious about my voice.
That didn't give me an item. That lied.
Oh, how do I get up there?
Well, son of a bitch.
Oh, there we go.
I wanted to go back this way anyway, so haha, whatever. Fuck y'all. So fuck you. After all, you actually probably do me a little bit.
You know, I've always wondered what happens. Oh, I don't have the Orcarina. I was gonna try and play the Ballad of the Windfish with no instrument. See what happens. Because normally the earliest you can get up there is with 3, right?
Up where?
To the Windfish egg.
I don't know.
You can get up there as soon as you have the power bracelet.
I thought you need the Pegasus shoes to get up here.
No.
No, you really don't, do you? Oh, but you need the Ocarina, and you don't get that until after
This is a thing now.
Dungeon 3. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry.
Look,
I will
I will allow gimmicks because I love silly pronunciations for words.
I just say whatever I think.
What was it you said the other day that Bob got really upset about?
Raz said the other day.
The Ocarina to
No,
play Smooth
no.
Reds.
What Dan said. He did it on purpose.
I.
That's lame.
He
It
said
was
something.
like
he said,
syllable or something.
Oh, I put the emphasis on the wrong
syllable.
syllable.
No, it's syllable. Just take another drink of your bourbon and it'll be fine.
Like I said, I
forget that
love
there's-
silly pronunciations of words. Like I love saying emulator.
Don't
When
forget,
I-
y'all. There's a couple of places that you can dash into trees. One of them is the tree left of Vanilla Level
Oh,
1.
one.
One of them
Ventru
is the-
says you use the
Oh.
Orcarina to play Smooth Raz.
I don't think I'm going to get very far in here.
I think I need the hook shot for this.
Are you playing around in level 5?
I mean, I went in level 5, but I think I need the hook shot for it.
I did everything that I could, and I can't seem to do much more.
Yeah, I got
How do
some
I
more just, I
get-
got some more just regular checks. I'm gonna go do them first.
Oh, I'm already in the water, so I can just do this. Nope, no, I can't.
I may
Can't
end
go
up
that
having
way.
to pull up the map tracker and just not have it on screen.
Oh no! Oh no! Everything I is blocked from everything.
Oh no.
I guess level 4 also needs it. Yeah, it needs the fish key.
Oh no.
Yeah, a lot of the seeds that I've run usually turn into I have all the items early on and I'm just hunting keys.
How do I get to whatever this is? How do I get to the rapids? I need like a raft or something, don't I?
You need the hook shot, or you can go to the cave at the bottom of the fall that takes you back to the top. I think I have made all the progress I can
get
make
to
here.
that. I can get to that cave. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I want to
medicine
do
is the mess
this.
that Crazy Tracy gives you. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. I have a plan.
A pawn.
Is it a master plan?
You know, I have 400 rupees. Can I get more, like, medicine?
Probably.
Yeah, rub it on me, Crazy Tracy. You're so crazy. Actually, the health refill is kind of nice, too.
Is there anything in vanilla in the cemetery?
That's where the color dungeon is in vanilla.
But, I mean, I don't know what
There
the
are-
hell the color dungeon is. that you
There
keep
are
talking
some checks in an underground passage that goes from the prairie on the witch side to
I've already
the
done that. Okay.
to the graveyard. I got 50 rupees. Very nice.
Very
Oh, this is not where I
nice.
want to be. I didn't realize I discovered this. That's where I want to
about.
be.
Son of a bitch.
This is actually a better randomizer than I thought it'd be. I
Why'd
think
you that
random.
was this horrible start.
Well, I actually really like troll seeds.
Ah, well,
But I did not expect there to be much that you could do for randomization, but random start really fixes that.
Some random rat is taking my picture of the grave.
Are you photogenic?
I suppose so. I don't
Oh,
know
okay,
what
then.
I don't see what
Great.
else I can do here.
This is not what I want either. Ah! I'm looking at the map.
Man, I need the feather to do. I need the feather and or the hook shot to do just about
Yeah, if you
everything.
find it, let us know. We're all looking for it.
I mean, I can't hardly make any progress without it.
yeah, usually the feather's one of the earlier things you get.
Yeah, this is what I'm looking for.
This
Chub,
seed
take
is
my money.
really trolly. Holy
Wow,
shit,
that's
this seed is
expensive.
trolly.
Okay. I don't get very many tries at this if I fuck
Boy,
up.
this stuff's expensive.
Buy something, will ya?
I would just like
Okay, I
Save
really
it.
gotta make sure I do this right.
save it before you do it.
Operation Be More Careful.
No, 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 no! I was looking at the map! Oh! Can I, like, go against the rapids? No. I can get this one, though.
Need to buy more bombs. Buy my bombs.
Buy my bombs. Buy my bombs. Buy my bombs.
Remember
Yeah,
what
do
was
this
over
again
here.
later
There was-
anyway.
I used to
there
kind
was
of
something
Huh.
over here that I didn't do.
Okay.
I used to do that at my con tables as a catchphrase, and then I stopped doing it because I realized it's probably annoying for everybody around me.
For them, yes, but for your customers, no.
Well, the thing is that I mean, A, you're
Oh, no.
around vendors all day. And it's like, you know, so what I did was, I mean, I started mixing up my bits. So I don't do the same bit every time. How are you supposed to get all the stuff in wings?
I don't have the feather.
You have to have
Oh,
the
the
feather.
feather. Okay.
So this is really just I'm paying 100 rupees to do like a check.
I see.
Well, 2, but I fucked up because I was looking at the map.
Yay, I can carry more arrows. This is where I would put them if I had a bow.
I'm gonna fuck the tractor up for just a second, man, but I'll fix it.
Oh my god, the raft. This is where all my money's going, is this raft ride.
I have to do this, so like I can't remember.
There's only 3
Right.
things you can check on it right now.
Well, of those 3, I can only check 2, actually.
You should be able to check.
I don't know
all 3
what
of
the
them.
3rd one is, but it's in red for me.
Statue, owl statue,
Oh, I already got that.
and 2
There was a
chests.
box and a chest. Oh, yeah. I can carry more arrows. Hooray, I guess. No, the map has it as D6 Raft Minigame Island.
Oh, yeah, that's one you have to get to from Face Shrine.
Okay, so it's not on the raft, so I'm done with the raft game.
Okay, that's all I've got.
Well, that's
Got
too
one
bad. All
of
these
those.
items that I could get, but never will. Because I'm never going to do this again.
It would be great if I could jump.
Right, like I'm just letting all these items pass me by. That was fun. Okay. Well, now I'm kind of running out of places to look.
For the mountain.
Yeah, I have to do Telltale Heights, and then there's one more around, like, Canelik
Oh, yeah.
Castle.
I have a sword now.
I don't know how to get to that, though.
Yeah.
Can I do it from here? Where even is here on the map? I totally can do it from here. Okay. This is exactly where I want to be.
I should have checked Camelot Castle.
I'll let you know if it's anything important.
I've been avoiding
No, you
the
won't.
castle.
Bob will give me shit, but... An orc likes trolls. Orcs love trolls.
Well, I found the shovel.
They're our buddies.
This thing not running in.
I am not
Oh.
sure I remember this check, though.
It's in the moat.
Right, I just don't remember doing it in the game.
Wow. Has it really been an hour and 7 minutes before I
Yep.
found my first seashell?
Did you
I've
find it
had
down
it
by the
for
a while.
seashore?
I've
I
had
have not found a
for
seashell
while.
either. Where did you find a
That is
seashell?
Kind of
I found one
amazing.
way somewhere down in the south.
Down by
Couldn't
the
tell you
seashore,
where.
I assume?
No,
Down by the bay.
it actually wasn't, but I just don't remember for sure where it was.
It's a bit.
It's like
Oh, this cave.
there it is. Okay.
It's on the left. It was on the
Very
upper side of
bad.
the map.
How do we get up to Telltale Heights?
Okay, so you know where the path was that took you to the egg, right?
Yeah,
There's one on the screen
I
next
go.
to it.
I go one screen over. Okay, that's what it looked like.
And you need the boots to get through.
Okay.
It's got a check that's green that I can't get to, so I don't know
You
why
also-
that would be green.
You also need a sword.
I have
I believe
that.
you have
Like
both.
I literally can't get to it. I don't have the hook shot. How the hell would I possibly get over that?
I didn't go over far enough. Where are you trying to go, Bob?
Okay, look.
In the forest, there's a check in the forest, and it says
Oh,
it's
there
green.
is. There's a tunnel that'll take you there. It's a wood log over. It's one screen right from where the bat under the rock was.
I went past it, didn't I? Yeah, it's this one. I don't remember how to get
Oh, I
through
couldn't
here.
do that.
that-
Yeah, I couldn't
that
do
one.
that. I couldn't do that one earlier because I didn't
Yeah.
have the.
You don't have a
Yeah,
sword,
I didn't
yeah.
have a sword. Yeah,
Bob, you
That's
sound kind of
right.
far away.
I was out of the center.
Okay.
I was out of the sweet spot.
The
Nope,
sweet
that's wrong.
spot.
No, there we go.
This room right here is such a troll room.
Oh, look at you. How do I do that?
You do what?
I found the shovel. I just can't get it.
Yeah, I saw it. I found it a while back.
I mean, I know I need that. What cave am I in? Is it this cave? No, it's this one. I can't get that either. Okay. Oh, that's what it's saying. Okay.
It's supposed to
I
be
understand.
rupees. Why are they all medicine?
Hey, there's a secret seashell.
I've only found one, but it was.
So is there an item gated behind 20 of those, or is it 5, 10, 15,
No.
20?
No, there's
There
no
is-
progression in the seashells.
What are the seashells for then? Nothing? Are they just dummy
Um,
checks?
I mean, in vanilla, you get your upgraded sword from
Right,
it.
you get your sword too, but
I know that the 5 and 10, there's nothing there. I think maybe the 20 can, since you can't bypass that one by accident. That was a thing in the original game. If you got more than 5 seashells, you could never collect the 5 seashell reward. Why am I going this way? I don't have the eagle key.
I get to be an ass to Popple. I love this randomizer. Can you give me some fiddles? No, and no.
There, I'll take the hearts. Probably should buy some bombs, but
Oh, right, I can do this. Oh no!
Oh no!
I have a potion. I don't care about.
Yeah, I just
Take
went to a
damage.
cave that had like 6 potions.
Don't
It's
say
very
that. I
strange.
might be about to find that cave.
Well, the thing is, once you open one chest and leave, all the other chests will be open. So it's kind of pointless for all the chests to have a potion in them.
I found the level 2 sword.
I've had the level 2 sword.
Huh.
What?
Even rando, bro?
Oh.
Did I pick it up and not realize I picked it up earlier or something? Or was I thought the level 2
I don't
sword
think I
was that
can
very
answer.
first one that I got?
Okay. Where is
No,
that?
swords are progressive.
Oh, then I got a second sword and didn't realize I got the second
is right
sword,
here, okay.
So
What's up, Luigi?
There aren't more swords. Or is there a third sword in DX?
There's only 2.
Okay.
There is a tunic, though, that will make you more powerful.
Oh, yeah, the red tunic. I definitely want that. Oh, I just used this. Good. I will take another.
So is there no?
Are they all medicine?
Yes, they are all medicine.
They're all medicine. That is the best thing ever.
That cave, they're supposed to be rupees, and if you leave the room
they
after
all
opening the chest-
open, yeah.
Yes.
I remember that. Can I not get this one? Oh, I can only get 4 of them. Only 4 useless medicines. Okay. So what have I done?
50 rupees.
5 chest
Very
game.
nice.
I have not done chest on ledge. Oh, that's this right here.
Tree.
Oh no! I'm out of green things to check.
Dun, dun, dun.
What do I do?
Time to go into a dungeon.
Well, I don't know what dungeons I can get to. I don't have any keys.
Do you not have any keys?
Oh, I can get into level
How do you
5.
have keys? I don't have any keys.
Yeah. 5's gated by flippers. 2 is gated by Bow Wow or Fire Rod, and the rest.
I gotta restart here.
The rest, except for 8, are gated by keys. 8, you gotta have Frog Song and Ocarina,
Yeah, I didn't even think that I could go into 5.
as well
because I've
as
already
well as the
been
rest
in
of the
5.
shit to even get over to level 8.
This is not where I want to go. What am I doing?
Where do I want to go?
I don't know. I
I'm
could
gonna
go
go
for a
home.
tab, Ventru. That's
Tab
another
the
good.
drink or just tab the key?
He was quoting Homer. Which one's the any key? I am fond of Caturl.
Esk. Esk is my
Esk.
favorite key.
Esk is a good one.
Esk is a great
Okay,
key.
so here's the thing that I know will annoy Bob probably. I call it the Alt key.
It's Al's key.
Well, I mean it's short for alternate, but
Right.
like
No, I know that.
but like I'm so used to like I think ALT and I think altitude.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
think.
Yeah.
But I'm an
Oh,
aircraft
shit.
mechanic, so it makes sense for me to think altitude.
I don't want that bomb next to me. Oh, thank you, Fairy.
I remember one of my old
No.
colleagues. He was a longtime electrical engineer, and you know, one thing I read somewhere, and I don't remember where I read it, but it was a thing where he said, "Hey, you know, be careful with people who might accident or you know might pronounce something different than you because they might have learned the word by reading it." And that happened with me a lot. Like I've read a lot of words, and I figured, well, based on the logic in my brain of how things are, you know, how I think phonics are supposed to work, when I see this word, I think it sounds like this. So
Yeah.
that happens with acronyms sometimes, like, especially because words not all words work the way you think they do. So like when I see certain acronyms or certain things, I just sort of see it and think it. So like I see alt, and I think, oh, like altitude, so alt. Even though it's
And is
alternate.
this your way of? Is this your way
I
of
would
apologizing
never
to
say
me?
alt. I would say alt.
But it's like saying alt is like weird. It's like I can't break the habit. It's like I've said alt for too long. But then there's other things like first in, first out.
It's not a level I want.
You know, the acronym is FIFO. How do you think you pronounce that?
FIFO.
And it is wrong. Apparently, it's FIFO.
FIFO, probably. Right?
But I
I was
said
the-
FIFO. So
Yeah.
when we were talking one time, I said, "Oh well, here in the FIFO, this is coming up like such and such." And he's like, "You mean FIFO, right?" He was also the one who called me out on the Alt key thing. He's like, "You mean the Alt key, right?"
Like, who gives
Yeah,
a
but
shit?
see,
As
I
long
well,
as
would
you
never
can
say
the
convey
that
thing
the
is,
meaning.
though,
because
is
I've
like-
control alt delete my entire life.
Yes.
It never
Oh my god,
occurred
what do
to
I
me
do?
to
But it's
say
funny though,
anything
when I
else.
say Control Alt Delete, I say Control Alt Delete. But when I don't say Alt F4, I say Alt F4.
Right.
So, Blau, I have one check that the game says is available to me,
All right.
and it is in Dungeon 5. It's the mini boss that, like, moves around.
Oh, right.
I don't know how I can kill him, and I also don't know what to do.
You just use bombs.
No, I already killed him, but then he runs away.
Oh,
And you
You
have to get
gotta
to the
chase
next
him.
room with him, right?
yes.
I don't know if I can actually do that, though.
Well, you
No
don't
other-
need the hook shot to get to the rooms because the item in vanilla is the hook shot.
I don't have enough keys, though. Wait, no,
I'm
that's
actually-
Goma.
I'm actually
Oh, no, he's over there. And then I go... Well, I can't go up because I need the feather. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Okay.
yeah, I'm actually about to go to that level myself.
That's the only thing I can think to do, though. Because I just looked in the Martha's Bay dungeon, and, like, I can't do this dungeon. There's nothing in level 6 I can do.
There are some things you can do.
I mean, not according to the tracker.
You can't clear it.
No, I mean all of the boxes or things that are marked are red. The music's nice though. Oh my goodness, what do I do then? Have I not marked something? Not that, I can mark that.
Did you check your owl statues?
I think so, but I don't know if they're on the tracker.
I can't do this. Why am I here?
And I don't know how to make it show me that.
Why do I exist in this world? God, this is the longest I've ever gone in one of these without the feather.
Am I missing a major item because of
Yeah,
all
the feather.
statues? Do you have the feather?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't let you finish that.
No. Well, no, I think it was unclear.
You are missing a major item, I think.
I have sword, sword 2, powder, bomb, bow upgrade, but no bow, bracelet 1, boots, flippers, and fire rod.
Yes, you are missing a major item.
Well, which one?
The ocarina.
So I'm guessing that's from an owl statue.
Yes.
I have no idea how I'm supposed to find that. Although I do know there's an owl statue right here, so I can go check this.
I'm just going through small checks at a time.
Oh, I can't get this one
It's the only
because I
thing
can't jump
think
over
to
this
do.
hole.
Because I see an owl statue, but I can't get to it without.
You must
the
be like
feather.
right next to me. Yeah, that's the one I'm
I mean,
thinking of.
I mean, that's the only owl statue I've run into that I haven't seen yet, well, maybe I.
Yeah, I don't know of others, unfortunately.
It was in a dungeon.
Oh,
That's a little
Oh,
crappy.
oh,
That's a
okay.
little crappy to have you go through a.
I mean, I have the beak for a statue, but I mean, I'm gonna go check that out. So
It went in the water. How the hell, man?
I know exactly what you did.
I got it the second time.
Yeah, you had to hit it from the top.
Yeah, there's
Hey,
an owl
I need hints. Give me hints.
There's an owl statue over there, but I can't get to it without the feather. So-
Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Hold
and
on.
I don't want to waste my time in a dungeon
I want to
without
go back to start here.
without having.
Oh,
the feather,
Bob,
if I can.
you're gonna have a tough time if you refuse to go into a dungeon when you know you can't clear it.
I'm not gonna want to go back into the dungeon if that's the case. That's bullshit.
Perhaps this isn't the randomizer for you.
I can already tell you it's not the randomizer for me. I'm just playing it to be fun. Like,
I'm enjoying it. I think it's pretty good, actually. I didn't even think about the owl beak. Can you bonk stuff
as
with
soon
the
as I knew
wand?
that it was deluxe and not vanilla, like I could have flat told you it was not. It wasn't my.
Oh, right,
cup of
those
tea.
don't take damage. Oh, right there. Hi. Do you have something for me? What? That's not what I expected. Blau, are you leading me on a wild goose chase of sorts?
No, I told you the
Well,
owl statue.
You did give me a very important hint, but I didn't get the ocarina immediately. I got a key.
Okay, I will tell you guys something that I didn't realize. Apparently, you can get into what's under the graveyard immediately. Or at least we have what's required for it.
I don't know what you're talking about, graveyard. So what is this? Donut
color
Plains
dungeon?
rock shell.
Yeah. Except it's not the color dungeon.
I can't tell what it's wanting me to check. Like, so to see whether I've already checked it or not.
Trying to look
Was
at
it
my map
Was it
here.
under a rock?
Where was it again?
It's by where where you go to get to level 6. It's where the what's her face is, the mermaid. It just says Donut Plains Rock Shell, so it must be just an item under that rock. I must have already gotten it.
Yeah, I don't see that. So So it's this, right? Oh. How do I do this? Oh,
What is it you're doing?
I'm trying to move the tombstones.
Okay, so the bottom one on the right, you push down. The one to the left of that, you push left. The one above that, you push up. The one to the right of that, you push right. And then the last one, you push up.
They're not all moving. Do I have to do them in that order?
It's a little picky, and yes, you do have to do it in that order.
Okay, so down, left. That time it moved.
No bridge is
I can
already
do this
there.
dungeon. Hey, look at that.
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I can.
Okay, why does the tracker think I can't do this? Oh, because I didn't click the slime key, which I don't actually need to do.
So is the castle not a check? Right, or no, I have to do the castle to get the key.
There is a check. There's a couple checks in the castle.
But I don't have anything on the tracker for checks at the castle. Like the tracker doesn't show anything, but you have to do the tracker to get the key from what's his face,
Okay,
right?
so in vanilla, the castle has 5 golden
What?
leaves,
Uh-huh.
and all of those are randomized. So every single one of them could be a check.
So I got the item in the very beginning of level 3. That's awesome. But is that the dungeon item for the area, or can there be multiple?
There could be multiple.
Okay.
I actually did not grab that item because my instinct is that you have to get the boots before you can get that.
Yeah, you start with them, right?
Can't do that without the feather.
Well,
So,
in vanilla, you get the boots in this dungeon.
Well, apparently I can't get in the castle without the feather, so it's all moot.
Yeah, you can't get in the castle without the feather.
There is some
Oh,
check
boy.
right here I can do,
I can-
though.
Okay, this is not what I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be the dongos.
I thought you could go under the damn bridge. What the... How the fuck am I supposed to get to this check if I can't? I'm starting to get pissed the fuck off. Like, it's got a green check over there, but there's no way to possibly fucking get to it. So how the hell is it green?
Bob, I don't know how to help you because I don't use the tracker.
Oh, I only have one key. I have 2 keys.
I sure as fuck don't know the game well
I don't-
enough to not use a tracker.
I don't remember which of these I can do.
I tried for a while and then I just ended up I kept getting stuck. So
I remember Brick Road ran this randomizer not too long ago, and he did complain that the tracker wasn't great.
Yeah, the tracker is it's a good start, but it's not complete, I feel. Oops, that's not what I want.
Ah, it was a waste of time.
I thought there was an item in here.
Alright, well, I've only got a handful of green
Oh,
stuff now.
I see what happened. Okay. I didn't
did
kill
both
all
of
these.
those.
Okay.
I know I did both of those.
Oops. I need this one because you have my crystal switch.
Those bomb guys piss me off so much. Oh, come on, you fucking fairy.
Wow,
Oh,
this
God!
compass doesn't have a new feature.
Doesn't. Oh.
No, it just says you got the dungeon compass. Oh, I've got a bunch of things. I need to mark those. Boop, boop. There we go. This compass is feature complete.
I got 100 rupees. Supposedly, I'm happy now.
I've found a golden leaf. Oh, good. Great. Let's track those. Oh, I actually can track those.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't think that was even a thing. I thought they'd just been replaced with money or something.
Hey, we should talk about my Boffo day at the thrift store today.
Yeah, I saw the
Oh, I
stuff
saw
on
your
the,
picture.
That is just but
Yeah.
one picture of things that I found at the thrift store today.
Ew.
Well, it's like consistently the Savers in Nashua, New Hampshire has been
Hallelujah.
the one that has always been giving me interesting things out of all of the ones that I visit. And so there was that box of Super Nintendo games, most of which were starting at $15 and went up from there. Thought about getting the Uniracers, but it was $30, and I'm like, I'm not paying $30 for random Uniracers.
I actually
Right.
thought that you had bought all of those games.
No. I could not afford to buy all of those. I say after tomorrow I'm going to spend a couple $100 on some vintage computers from at least a place I know where they're trustworthy. Well, that's a different problem. There's like 2 Aladdins in that box. There was a Lion King. There was a Tecmo Super Bowl.
What's really one for the Aladdins? Because apparently those are really expensive, from what I've been told. Like they are surprisingly hard to find.
Even without like the box and everything.
That's what
can't
I've been
go that
told
way.
anyway.
So
I don't want this.
other things that I found at the thrift store today. Actually, let me go downstairs and grab my phone because that has all the stuff on it.
Oh my god. I think I'm gonna beat a dungeon.
Hey, if you are talking to a owl, there's like multiple of the same owl in the dungeon. Do they all give items or just the first one?
They all give items.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. And does the compass beep beep boop? Is it accurate?
In most cases. Sometimes.
Or is it just like
I think sometimes it doesn't do it when there is a key. But I don't think it'll ever do it when there's not a key.
yeah, I just had it beep beep boop and I got a beep. So it's just where it used to be. So answered my own question.
Oh man, this
right.
map is gonna be so helpful.
3, 2, 1. Ah.
Doodly doo.
100 rupees. Okay. I'll take it.
I don't know how to get up to that place.
I have returned with my phone.
Where is
Bob,
the other?
Again,
You're
it's
gonna
giving
have
me
to. You're gonna have to figure out how to get to the graveyard dungeon.
You got to talk to the graveyard duck. I told you.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. So.
It's
Let
not
alone-
bad to get in, although I didn't know the code.
I don't even know
I'll tell
what
you
the
the code when
graveyard
we get
dungeon
there.
you're talking about is, because I don't remember a graveyard dungeon in vanilla.
Well, there
It's
isn't.
not
It's
in
the
the black and
color
white one.
Yeah.
I keep
in the-
trying to tell you, Blau Major, I've never
and I
played a
am
deluxe. So
Bob,
if it's not in the black and white one, it's not any use to me because I can't do anything with it. It's
That-
not.
That doesn't even make sense, Bob.
I know nothing about any other version of this game.
I'm literally
what did I
telling
do?
you there is a dungeon there, and I will tell you how to get into it if you go there.
Oh, this is what I meant
Oh.
to do.
I don't know what the hell.
God damn it. That's
I
not
don't
what
know
I
how the
want.
hell to get to those two green shacks, so I'm just giving the fuck up and not doing them.
That's wrong.
Well, that's just rupees. Gosh, I can do so much stuff now. And now
buy
I
a
have
feather?
choice pearls. Yes.
Oh, I haven't
Another
found it
goddamn
yet.
hoss. Go away.
And now I have choice paralysis.
You just also said that there is no progression in that bonus dungeon.
There
It's
is
not-
no progression in the actual color dungeon.
But the dungeons are randomized themselves.
Yeah, the dungeon entrances are randomized.
So the entrance is to the color dungeon, but it's actually level 3. Hmm. I guess I have to go this way. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow,
I got
ow, ow,
over
ow.
to that raft place once, but I have no idea how I did it.
Oh, look at you, you cheeky monkey. Okay.
I mean, I don't have a feather anyway.
I have a
so I'm
feather.
not even bothering. I would play a randomizer of the vanilla game, but playing a randomizer of a game I've never even played before is not one I'm usually willing to do. If I didn't know how different the DX version was, or I probably wouldn't have played it. It's
Really, not that much different.
It's not that different.
It's adding a whole other dungeons, and like, so I mean, I would
Has
literally,
an
without you
extra
saying
dungeon.
that, would never have checked that place.
Well, I told you this at the beginning.
I can do all these things
So
now.
what the fuck do you do in this?
Look
in
at
this,
this.
in
Okay.
this retarded dungeon.
Oops.
So,
Did you get in the dungeon, or
I
are you
don't
at
know where the fuck the
graveyard?
dungeon is. I'm just in the fucking graveyard.
Okay, you need to get to the bottom right
Where's all my
screen of the
keys?
graveyard. And
I
then
guess
the,
that's this screen.
there should be 5 graves on it.
There's 5 graves. Yes.
Okay, starting from the bottom right grave, you want to push that one down,
Oh, down.
and they can be kind of difficult to push. Then you want to push the one next to it, to the left, left. The one above that, up. The one to the right of that, right. And then the one to
I
the right
remember
of
what
that,
I'm doing here. Ah! Oh
you'll
no.
push up.
Oh darn it. Oh, where do I stand? This works. Okay.
Get you in there, Bob.
Yeah, I'm in there. I'm just not happy about it.
Oh no, you had to learn something new.
Oh no, I didn't. I had to do something in a game I didn't expect to be in the damn game.
Now, children. Don't make me put you in timeout.
Do it, you won't.
You son of a bitch. I don't think I can time out a mod. Is Bow Major a mod? Oh shit!
sure
No, no,
he
no!
is.
Spikes! Owie, owie, owie!
I mean, surely he is.
Right? Like,
If anything, we got a little too many mods, but
whatever. I don't give a shit. Like,
yeah.
oh man, I'm gonna get an instrument, you guys. It's gonna be great. I don't have the big
Kirby?
key. You better be
Don't
the
eat-
big key right here.
Don't eat
Okay.
me, Kirby.
Dude, the Kirby's in this game suck.
They do
Dude,
suck.
boom. Yeah. No, I mean, they do a lot of damage.
They do.
Is this
Oh,
really the
man.
boss that they gave me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, God. Well, I think I have enough bombs.
Oh, hey, it's Face.
It's the
What is-
face!
One of the things I like about the dungeon builder in the remake is that you can add a wall
Why
master.
is this my reward? Sorry.
All that for a map.
All that for a map. Yeah, I'll look at that right after I'm done with this dungeon.
You got the map.
I got the map. Yay. Hey, I got an instrument. 142, and I got the first instrument.
Oh,
I
got
mean,
no
this probably cascades real quick. Okay, I'm gonna turn off this key that I don't actually have. I need a second, so I'll be right back.
I wish I had a beak.
Macaw!
If I only had a beak. Don't eat me, Kirby. Don't eat me. No, don't. He ate me. He just has just the smuggest look on his face when he eats you.
So I'm guessing that if you're in the dungeon with the Kirby in it, that the angler key opens level 7.
Maybe.
I don't have my map. I need to get that back. Wow, every check is now green. Okay, great.
What does it matter, Chunksy? Lord.
I have so much to look for. We'll start with this, though. Do-do-do-do-do.
This is really annoying that I'm having to do this whole thing again. This room with these stupid bombs is just beyond annoying.
Don't have the shovel. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, what am I doing this for? I just do this. There.
This guy again.
I guess you can't do a U-turn jump.
What do you mean a U-turn jump?
Like to jump around a rock.
I think you can only get like 2.5 spaces.
Yeah, that might be too many. There we go. 200 rupees. Wait, is that what that is? Oh yeah, that is what that is. Okay. No, I have to jump in the hole again.
Let's go down the hole.
Wow, wow, wow.
Alright, one shy. One key shy.
Well, I almost have enough money to buy that heart container for 980.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Seashell.
There are a lot of checks over there. I go this way.
I can't believe I still haven't found a tunic.
Are both of them in the pool? They must be, right?
They are somewhere.
Okay. My understanding was the color dungeon reward, you got to pick one,
Yeah,
but only one.
normally, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You actually you can change between the 3 tunics in a phone booth by examining the dresser. But you've got
Interesting,
to
okay.
you gotta have found them first.
No, I was gonna go straight to the dresser.
Don't do that, Raz.
Don't do that. Do, 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 do.
Dude, you're talking about the Kirby sucking? Gibdos suck.
You have the fire rod. Oh, I have so many checks down there. I might as well do this though because I'm already here.
You know, I don't think the fire rod
Ow.
one-shots them.
Alright.
They do have a lot of health in this game, I remember.
So I guess I can't make. I guess that was a waste of time. I can't make any progress that way without the feather.
Oh, how do I get in here?
I think I locked
Very
myself.
carefully.
I think I stuck myself in this dungeon
Also, why can't I do the Mambo
Because I
cave?
don't have
Oh, I
any-
don't have an
because-
ocarina.
because I don't have any more keys. Not knowing that I couldn't do that thing without.
Oh, this is how I do it. Okay. Do you have the ocarina? Well,
Yes.
where did you get it?
I got it from my owl statue.
Alright,
Level 3?
I have
No.
to leave this. I have to
Oh,
leave
okay.
this dungeon. I don't have
Maybe
Bob-
maybe level 5.
Bob, you have everything you need to be able to beat that dungeon.
No, I don't. I ran out of keys.
No, I can't do this.
I ran out of keys, and I
Exit.
can't do that side-scrolling thing without the
Oh,
feather.
there we go.
Have you been checking the owl statues?
Yeah, I don't have a beak. They all have a beak.
You checked for walls that you can bomb.
It's level 7.
Which is going to be really
No, it's
difficult
level
because I
1.
can't see the map. But okay.
Damn it, Blau, you misled me.
You can see the map in dungeons. Because it's on your
Ow.
pause screen. You just can't see the world map.
Well,
Honestly, the room.
I don't have a map, so it doesn't matter.
Honestly, the room that you have to bomb to get into is one that you've probably been in on a higher path already.
Oh,
Joy.
got distracted.
We're not doing anything. We're just working tirelessly for your entertainment.
As you should. My entertainment value is the only one that matters here.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh.
So like in this box of games we had, there was an NBA Jam.
Ooh, that's a good game.
It is a good game.
Yeah.
There was a Mario Paint, 2 Donkey Kong Country 1s,
You had College Slam in it. College Slam was really
Look
good.
at this.
Mortal Kombat 3, Super Return of the Jedi, 2 Aladdins, College Slam, Madden 97, Uniracers, Super Bowling, a Mario World, Lion King, NHL Stanley Cup, American Gladiators, a truly terrible game.
Well, I found 2 holes to bomb in, but I still can't get to that treasure chest without the feather. So,
Now, in American Gladiators' defense, the NES one is actually a lot of fun.
There's Tecmo
That's-
Super Bowl, a Pilot Wings, a Toy Story, and 2 other games I can't read the labels on.
Bob, that's not the room that I was talking about.
I didn't say it was. I just said I found a room and it didn't do anything. And
Go
it didn't do anything.
Up? Yeah.
Let's see, here's some other things that I found at the thrift store. There's a N64 Memory Card Plus. That was in the case. I didn't buy it.
What's a
What's
memory card
what's plus about it?
I don't know. It's a generic memory card for N64.
Probably
Just
one that
have,
just
like,
has
saves
higher,
on it?
higher capacity. Because we had like a generic one that would work like 4 memory cards.
You know, we have this magical thing
Oh,
called
yeah.
Google. I think I'm going to use it.
You should
I would
totally have
assume-
bought somebody's random memory card and then found all their files where they named their characters after genitalia or something.
Here we go. Amazon Memory Card
Are we
Plus.
talking
for
about your
N64.
memory card?
No, actually, I'm referring to an instance where I lent a game to a friend. I think I lent them like Link to the Past, and all of the files had been deleted and replaced with names like fuck, bitch, and dick or stuff like that.
Oh, but sure.
Fuck was the furthest along in the game.
These memory
course.
cards seem to go for like $20 on Amazon.
So I know
Oh.
people do that.
I should have went to the used. That's what I forgot. You know what? Maybe I'll go stop there today. Remember, I mentioned there's a used game store. A very good one. Looks to be a very good one. That's the next town over. But like one thing that baffles me is like, I'm here at the Savers in Nashua. There's this box of Super Nintendo games, literally two miles down the street. I don't even think it's 2 miles. I think it's a mile and a half down Route 3A, the very same road. Is the used game store in Tingsboro. That's a great vintage game store. I know, unfortunately, she moved away recently, but I knew one of the people who worked there. Trustworthy people. They're not taking you for a ride, on stuff. And it's like, why wouldn't you why wouldn't you bring him down there?
Actually have a recommendation for a place. If you're ever in Seattle, go to Pink Gorilla.
I know Pink
Right?
Gorilla. I have
Yeah.
stories about the lady who owns Pink Gorilla.
Oh, really?
Yes. She's never
Good
going to
stories,
listen
I
to
hope.
Well, so when I was doing conventions, at least I believe it's 90% positive she has to work for Pink Gorilla. But when I was doing conventions, I would table at this one in Seattle, and there'd be this she's a very nice person. I'm not going to say she's a bad person, but like, she's coming up to everybody's table and basically asking if she can buy stuff wholesale. And it's like, I'm not gonna sell you my convention stuff wholesale on a Saturday.
Oh, that is kind of weird. Yeah.
You know, it's like it's cool that you want to buy like some of the Zelda laser lights, and it's like I would be willing to make a deal with you, but it's a deal to be made after the show.
Yeah. Clearly, the intent is to resell.
Yes,
obviously.
they want to resell
That's
them.
kind. Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
kind of lame.
yeah, I mean, it's fine. I don't mind reselling my stuff. It's just, you know, let's talk after the show for what a fair price would be.
Yeah.
And you know, I saw her every year, and I mean, she did buy stuff from me just to have for herself, you know, which she obviously didn't get any, you know, discounts or anything on. But, you know.
Yeah. I went to Pink Gorilla before it was Pink Gorilla, which is Pink Godzilla. And I have a little plushy Pink Godzilla. He sits on my bed. And I suicided in the hole. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
There
I did not
that.
expect the level 8 boss in level 1.
You have the fire on.
Yeah, I had to sit there and... Because fire... Can I not get hit on the bottom row? Well, I can if that happens. God damn it.
I still haven't found level 1.
Wait, you haven't found level 1?
Nope.
Level 1 is the angler key level.
I don't even have the angler key.
What? We're playing the same seed. I mean, we are, but... I must have gotten a different thing from you than somewhere. Oh, I can keep doing this. Wow, you have a lot of hit points, don't you?
I did
This is
just
gonna
find level 4,
No.
though.
Balls. Wow, you take 4 hearts of damage.
Other things I found at the thrift store: Betamax tapes,
Really interesting.
Walt Disney Home Video. Unfortunately, the only one I could see up top, there was a Goofy one. There's Goofy. Fortunately, they put the freaking price sticker right over, which is really annoying. It's like some Goofy in a sport thing, which might have been interesting. But it's like, I don't have a Betamax player, so it's like I'd never be able to watch them. It's just
Was it
some
the
a lot of
one with like Anthropology U and Taxidermy Tech, and where he does the great cartoon where he's skiing.
maybe. It's probably a Goofy cartoon collection.
That's what it was. There was the sports one. It was
Yeah.
the football one was Anthropology U and Taxidermy Tech.
Yeah. So there was that. That's kind of the stuff that was in the case. What I wound up taking home was both a Windows and Macintosh copy of Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri
Oh, I love
Oh.
that game.
That's such a good game.
in the original boxes. Kind
Okay,
of, kind of beat up, but and they
My
both had
dad
the
had
discs and the
that.
manuals. So
Did you get the expansion with it too?
no, it was just.
Okay. The
It was-
expansion's actually not very good.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, doesn't really add anything to it.
No, in fact, if you get one of the alien races, it kind of makes the game worse.
other things found at the thrift store. There was a acrylic case containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 car models, along with 1, 2, 3, 4, a bunch of motorcycle models. You could get all the models plus the acrylic case for only $60. And there was this older gentleman who was eyeballing it, and it's like, it's like, go for it, dude.
Did you buy it to be spiteful?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. It's like I have no real interest in it.
Horse in there.
I found a derelict Dell Dimension 4600 PC.
Hey, I just recycled one of those. No.
Yep, nothing of, you know, not a very good example of a Pentium 4 era machine. There was also like an Intel managed switch, like a 24 port Intel Express 510T, which I think is just 100 megabit. I don't think it's gigabit. It's a good question. I have no idea how much they're charging for it. It's probably choose way too much electricity.
You know, the when you get the instrument at the end of the level, it's kind of ruined by the health alarm. Sorry, carry on.
No, I mean, I also found there's like this really tiny, cute portable tube TV at one of the other thrift stores. But,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, I took home the Alpha Centauris because, I mean, I had to. They were $4 a piece.
That's not bad at all.
I mean, for the condition they're in, it's fine. I mean, the Windows copy, the box is better.
I am certain that my version of Alpha Centauri was just like sold by a pirated company or whatever.
Actually, I can post it in... Yeah.
I mean, you get it off Good Old Games, and like it takes effort to make it run nowadays.
Well, it's like I have vintage hardware that can run it.
Oh yeah, okay. If you have XP earlier.
No, this runs on Windows 95.
Well, I had XP and it ran fine, is what I mean.
I'm sure it would.
Yeah,
but no,
it did not run fine on Windows 7 though.
I would like to see how it runs on the Windows 95 laptops that I have. So
I can't imagine how many like computers you have with just like old
not as many as
OS
you think.
on them. Okay, because I would imagine you just run out of space.
He got rid of some of them. He had some vintage stuff.
Well, a lot of the stuff I got rid of recently. I mean, I had a bunch of Apple II stuff that I sold. I probably could have sold it for more money, but I mean, I am going to the Vintage Computer Show in 2 weeks, so I will have to see, you know, what I come home with from there. But and tomorrow I'm going out to pick up that stuff from that print shop. If any of you guys have like SideQuest discs you need stuff recovered from, I'll be able to help with that.
I'll keep that in mind.
Right.
I think I actually prefer Alpha Centauri over Civilization 2.
Oh, Alpha Centauri is probably my favorite game of the Civ series ever.
Who did you play as? That was always
I always played as Deidre, which is not a
Deidre,
good choice.
I also played as Deidre.
I opened a chest and I got a blob. Glad I came back to check this one. No, I would always play as Deidre, and then I would never remember to use, like, the aliens against things because I'm terrible.
Oh, I always use the aliens against them.
I mean, late game it was great because, like, the planet would not attack you, and it would just, like, massacre everybody else.
Yes.
It's like, hey, look at me, I have an environmental score of, like, +7.
Oh, okay.
And, like, you generate enough efficiency that it's fine. As Deidre, like...
I know what I actually should have done there. It just now occurred to me. I totally did that the wrong way on accident, but it worked.
Ah, why can't I Goomba? There we go.
One single frame of picture is now held on the screen for as long as
Hate this guy.
God dang it.
What you make douchebag?
Well, that ended poorly.
But yeah, for $4 a piece, you know, a lot of times when you go, you know, thrifting, you usually don't find anything. Like last week, I think I came up like snake eyes. I might have seen. I'm okay with like seeing interesting things and not buying them. But
You didn't even see anything remotely
yeah.
entertaining. It sounds
Yeah.
like.
Again, welcome back.
Oh, well, I mean, that's not true. I did see that there was a Sonic 2 that was $15. At least that had a box. Like, I would say, okay, Sonic 2 in a box for $15. I mean, one could make an argument for that. I mean, I wouldn't spend my $15 on it, but... Actually, no, that's not true. I did see an interesting thing, actual interesting thing, at the Salvation Army in Salem. It had what looked to be a mint, complete in-box Rainbow Bright, like OG Rainbow Bright, for $175. I have no idea if that's a good price for that or not.
I wouldn't have a clue. Yeah.
But like, I have a friend of mine who would be super into that, and so I sent her a picture of it, and she's like, "Oh, that is so cool, but it is too rich for my blood."
It's like the most chocolate cake. Too rich for my blood. Look at you.
Yeah, me and my cousin were gonna go in and buy. We found a copy of DuckTales 2 for way too much money, and we're gonna split it and buy it. And
Unless you're gonna have a fractional ownership.
yeah, well, I mean, it's one of those things where I've got all of them, but like we're not really particular about it, if you know what I mean. It's
Mhm.
Make
like-
sure you send your actuaries the details so they can
Right. Yeah, you know. I
pen
have
up
to
the
have all that.
documentation later.
Hey,
I go to my local half price books often enough that like
That's where
I
he had
buy all
found
their
it.
Shadowrun books.
That's where he had found it, was Half Price Books.
Yeah, half price books is great for that.
Yeah, I wish we had one in state, but he was in Kentucky where he did his.
I finally did the glitch where you can instantly break the genie's bottle.
I wasn't aware there was a glitch to do that.
You have to have a lantern in the room to be able to do it. Which his vanilla layer does have. You basically
Oh, look at
Well,
that!
You basically throw the bottle while its sprite is like in the lantern and it just explodes.
Oh, I know why I couldn't do the face shrine. I could do everything in the face shrine now. I didn't click on the key, so it didn't think I could open it, and it marked all my checks as red.
What is this ghost thing supposed to be for? Right
So I could
here?
I could actually go finish
in the
it.
starting
yeah.
thing, in the little starting town. He just says, "Nobody likes me, so I give away free things. Want something?"
You gotta
know,
take
that's
him to the abandoned shack over on the near
Well,
the
yeah, but he-
beach.
But he doesn't follow me. He just sits there.
Well, I mean that's part of the follow or the fetch quest, isn't it?
No. It's
Like I thought
just
you did something, and then suddenly the ghost started following you, and then you got his item or something.
Yeah, when you beat level 4, he starts following you.
I don't know. It's not listed as a check, so that I'm aware
So
of.
fuck it.
Man, I'm starting to narrow this down, aren't I? Why did everything turn red? In fact, why is this red? Oh, the
Is it
shovel,
red?
that's why.
Is it red silver?
No, it's just red. I'm just looking through my levels. What can I do everything in? I can do everything in every level, basically.
How would you know?
My tracker is telling me that.
My tracker doesn't tell me anything about the levels.
Are you using the map tracker and it says overworld D1, D2, D3 or whatever?
I just used I just downloaded the first map tracker that it said on it, but it just tells me what's in the level, but it doesn't tell me anything.
What
about
is
what's in the
this?
level. It just doesn't. It doesn't tell me.
This was
anything
not
I
in the
can do
original
wrong.
game.
What
Oh,
is it?
he's taking my picture.
Oh, I see.
You're right,
So
that was
there's
not in the
maps.
original game.
If
I-
you click over, I see what you're saying. If you click over, there's maps.
Yeah. I get to get my picture taken with Richard. Link, I didn't think you were a peace kind of guy. I haven't actually even met Richard in this game. Because he isn't a Czech.
You actually have to get that picture before you open the gate, I believe.
I've already opened the gate and I walked across it and immediately the gate like appeared closed.
Well, in vanilla, I think you have to do it before the gate's
Oh, for
open.
sure, yeah. That was kind of funny though. I should just go for low-hanging fruit here.
Fuck a duck.
Curse me, Bat Daddy.
All I know is that I really desperately wish you had not turned on those hearts. Only give you half. I've died like 4 million
Oh,
times.
not this way. I don't know what my game over count is. Actually, you know what? It'd be
It's
faster.
well-
pretty high.
I will be sure to turn it off if we ever did this again.
Oh, wrong buttons. I'm doing LR select start again.
I'm just constantly.
Let me see what I have here.
Yeah, I just.
I've
keep
only died 4
constantly dying.
times.
I keep constantly dying.
Oh, it doesn't send me back to home though when I save and quit. I had to return home. Okay.
Hey, I've only died twice.
I loved this game when I was a kid, so I'm totally used to this.
I'm not used to doing level 5 when I've had.
3 hearts.
Right.
Yeah.
Paladins
I mean, I have
and-
7 now, so I have enough health to not really worry.
No, I don't. I've got 5. I'm not finding any hearts.
Okay, so I can, in theory, I could do everything here, right? Oh, I see how this works. Okay, I could do everything in this dungeon.
I guess I'm gonna go into this dungeon hoping that the vanilla dungeon item is in it.
What are you looking for?
That would give away everything.
Yeah, but I think I have every item.
need
Oh, I don't have
to-
the bow.
I need
That's the
to-
one I'm missing.
Yeah, I'm missing that too. But
You have to
I
find
need
a
the level
beacon
2 power
every-
bracelet.
you
Oh,
to
I have
find a be-
that.
You have to find a beacon every dungeon.
I just got this, so I can check that. I have the wrong thing equipped.
Quit jumping.
Ah! I have that issue too right now. Can I have more health? Can I?
And then
No,
I finally
no.
get him to.
Never. No more help for Raz.
Tired of this.
Oh.
Well, it is getting towards 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm ready anytime. Depends on how close they are.
I only have 3 dungeons done, so.
It's more than me. The seed has
Do I
been
have 3?
especially mean.
What? Don't you bomb the guy?
No, I did 1 and 3. I have 2 dungeons done.
I just
What are you
bombed on
fighting?
him. Was the stupid Stalfos? You bomb him, right?
Yeah, you bomb him,
Yeah.
then you stab him when he's on the ground.
Yeah, but I bombed him and it
Oh.
didn't do anything. It's the same thing. It just didn't do anything again.
You bomb him when he's crumpled.
Well, how the hell do you crumple him?
You hit him with your sword.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I tried to hit him with the sword and it kept not doing it. But I
Use
I
your
got it,
spin
got it.
attack.
There's a
Yeah, spin attack works pretty well on
Yeah, hold the sword button. Oh, this is the mini boss. I guess I can get this way. I don't have a small key. Okay, never mind.
It said there was a check in here, but there's nothing in here.
When you clear that check, it'll move to the next one.
Oh.
Yeah,
see what
I
you're
learned that
saying.
too just now. Like that check is just, oh, you killed it. Now you can go get the next one.
All right. Well, there's.
I have
the-
already gotten this owl. Okay, so I've already done this. So we'll keep going.
Well, there's the angler key.
You're in the same dungeon that I'm in right now, I assume.
I suppose so.
But I just realized, oh, I could probably do this now.
I can't do anything else here.
Ah,
I've still
cheap,
got-
cheap.
I've still got a few checks in this dungeon.
I don't know where I am.
Before I have to leave.
This doesn't really help me. Oh, that's no good. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, get off of me. Ah, blooper. Ah. That's not how we swim, Link. You don't swim by jumping.
I probably should have come back to this dungeon after getting the feather.
Figure out what room I'm in.
Man, if Mario had a sword, bloopers would be so much easier.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
Isn't there a hack of one of the Mario games that gives him a sword like Link?
I mean, there's like the what is it, Mario crossover or whatever, where you can play as anybody. You can play as Mega Man or stuff like that. It used to be like a Flash game. Ah, Jesus. Oh, wrong button. Ah! Ah, no!
Screen checks, but I don't think there's anywhere else I can get. I don't see anywhere else that I can get in here with items that I've got, despite the fact that Santa's got the checks.
Boop.
Yeah, I found Stone Peak.
Oh, Bubbles, why do you do damage? That's not cool.
Oh yeah, so my nephew had his first day of school a couple weeks ago.
That's exciting.
Yep, pre-kindergarten, but still school. And
That counts.
yeah, and one thing, what he chose to wear on his first day of school was his Sonic hoodie. And it's like, this is my brother-in-law's influence, because I mean, even though we both were, as far as we're both Sony guys, but they were a Genesis family and we were a Nintendo family before that. And on the one hand, it's like Garrett does look really cute in that Sonic hoodie, but on the other hand, it's a Sonic hoodie. He should be wearing Mario stuff. And the only person to blame is me, because when I was in New York in July, I stopped at the Nintendo World Store to procure a Mario shirt for Garrett. And of course, I forgot to, the last time I visited home, I forgot to bring it with me. So, you know, joke's on me.
So you're hoist by your own petard.
Yes.
basically.
Yes. He
Essentially.
could not wear his Mario shirt because
All your fault.
it's all my
Because you
fault.
didn't provide it.
Because I didn't bring it.
Oh, seriously? I have to go around. That's the worst.
And while things at the thrift store were not as exciting last week, I did see a car completely engulfed in flames on the side of the highway. So that was a thing.
Interesting.
Neat.
What?
Yeah. It was not a Tesla,
Oh, that's unfortunate, I guess.
but no, well, no, I mean, it's just, I mean, I was driving along the road, it's like, wow, all this traffic is building up. And then I look in the distance, I'm like, wait a minute, there's like smoke. And it was on the other side of the highway. So everybody was slowing down, but just like, I think it was like a, whatever the mid-size GMC SUV is these days. I didn't think it was a Cadillac.
No, it's Buick. I don't know. I only know Yukons.
It's the one, they used to be called Envoys. They're not called Envoys anymore because
Envoy's a Buick, isn't it?
No, Buick was
Or maybe
the
Buick's Rendezvous.
yeah, Buick is the Rendezvous. What did they?
Fuck if I know, Dan.
See again, GMC. It's either the Terrain or the Acadia. I think it was the backside looks like the Acadia.
Acadia sounds familiar.
If I look at a picture, I'll know. Yeah, because the Acadia is the how do you say it's the oh god, the Chevy
Crossover.
version is
Oh.
my cousin has the Chevy version.
Right.
Oh, that's gonna drive me bonkers. Yeah,
Oh, that's where I go.
that looks correct. But like it was just, I mean, the thing was just, it was like it was immolating. It was just engulfed in flames.
Damn.
And it's like there was no accident. Like nobody had crashed. It was
Just spontaneously combusted.
well, it was probably a hybrid that had a battery that had a problem.
Way to sell me on the hybrid model.
Well, I mean,
It could happen on a regular. Maybe it's a
I don't think lead
Yeah.
acid batteries will burn.
well, I mean, a regular car could catch on fire, but like
It's very
usually,
difficult, it turns out.
I mean, generally,
they
yeah.
happen a lot more commonly than you think.
But like, I mean, there was no accident. There was nobody crashed into it.
I went too far, didn't I? I gotta go back this way. I got bonked back to the previous room. No, why?
I love
Why?
when that happens.
Traps in this game are the worst.
All right. It is 11 o'clock. I think I'm gonna call this.
Oh,
You
but
got-
I'm almost done with the level.
I'll let you complete the level,
You can do whatever you want to. It's fine.
but I mean, you guys can keep playing if you so choose. But
You're just gonna do
Let's-
it racing time.
But the Let's Racing time is over.
what a greedy
Well, I hope-
fool!
Hope you guys had fun playing it.
I enjoyed this.
I hope at least you guys have some ideas for how we could tweak the settings to make it work a little better for us.
I don't know how you make it faster though. That's really the big thing, right?
Fast would really just be knowing the game.
Goombas.
Like,
I know what
I
I'm
don't know
doing.
if you would be able to achieve that, like, setting-wise. I think you just have to know the game.
Thanks, Bowser.
That was nothing. Yeah, that's everything in here. Oh, that kind of stuff.
I still have not found the hook shot.
God damn it.
That's all.
Did I go the wrong way? How do I get to that staircase?
Yeah, that's just death work. You can get to back to the beginning. Can't do anything else without the hook shot.
It's been a particularly mean trolley seed.
Oh, is that it right there? Maybe. I don't think it's been that bad. I mean, it started weird.
I mean, this
It's
does
been
seem
a-
like a randomizer that you would be into, Raz.
I like awful shit. So, I mean, I'm not like Golby's level of torment and torture, but
Who is though? I mean, frankly,
Those
Golby's is
Z2R
something
people?
we all. Golby, no, Z2R people are nothing like Golby's. They have nothing on these. Golby's is a level that normal mortals just aspire
Wrong way.
to. I mean,
Well,
this
how
is a
many,
guy that- this is a
instruments
guy
do you have?
that does tactics
I
differently.
think I've only got 2. But I'm at level 1 right now, and I see no reason why I shouldn't be able to finish it.
oh, I won't have more than you then. I think I only have 2. You could jump on Cheap Cheeps? I didn't know that. Oh, they just gonna fall off the screen, sadly. Poor thing. This isn't right either, though.
Blind key. Interesting.
Oh, I don't have the beak.
How do I get up to that corner, though? So those two are connected, and those two are connected.
Mirror shield. Alright.
Yeah, I think
I don't see it on the map.
let me take a look at my items real quick.
How do you get to the top right in level, or top left in level 5? Could be that. You know what? Let's try that.
Isn't that the room where the blob is in?
It's the last skeleton room.
Oh, you have to go to the left from the entrance. to
Yeah,
the basement.
I just found it in the map.
I think all I need to be in go mode is level 2 power bracelet and the bow.
Yeah, I don't have the bow.
Did you ever find the hook shot?
I have the hook shot.
I did.
Only reason I was asking is you just said like 30 seconds ago that you didn't have it. So clearly it was.
Yeah,
one of
this is
those
where I wanna
you
be.
say it and then
Okay.
you immediately find it, which does happen.
I might run out of bombs, but
You again?
Right.
this poor guy.
That's
Can't we
still-
just be friends?
I mean, you guys like swords. You got something in common.
Yeah, we have something in common. His armor's nice. I would take some fashion tips from Stalfos. Okay, good. I was a little worried when it didn't kill him in 2. That's not the item I want. Oh, there's an item in this room though.
That was not what I was hoping it would be.
Okay, I didn't get it, but that's just a rupee, so it doesn't matter.
Thank you. That's what I want.
All right.
I can find how to get there.
Raz got the nightmare key. All right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, if you're done, like, go ahead. And
Yep, you found the item. You've beaten the dungeon.
Well, I haven't beaten the boss. But
Oh, the Stelphos aren't the boss?
no,
Oh.
that was just the mini boss.
Oh, okay.
But I should be able to beat it now. I just have to find where the hell I'm going. And I just did this. Oh, I know where it is. Right there. Okay. Ow, stop hitting me. Stop hitting yourself.
Is it
Oh,
hitting your-
blooper, why? Blooper, why?
Blooper?
Blooper,
Blooper
no.
blow.
So, Ninja is now in Mario Golf, and I feel obligated to make a video of me, like, hitting the ball, like, right past the hole, like, really badly, and going, Ninja, no! No! Ninja, no!
Yeah, I just got my third instrument.
Ow, god damn it. I only have 2.
you're
Ah!
about to have 3.
Yeah, but I wanted to say, like, hey, I beat Blau at his own game. Kind of.
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah,
In
a little
varying definitions of beat. I don't know where I'm going, Dan, so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, we'll call it.
Yeah.
I mean, this was fun to watch. I mean,
I enjoyed this. This is pretty good. I might
Mhm.
finish this, although I need to go make dinner.
yeah, I mean, you can pause it and complete it. And
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna turn my
I'm
stream
probably
off though.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna finish streaming this.
Okay. We can hang out and watch Blau finish. But as for Let's Racing Time, it is officially over. So thank you everybody for hanging out. We'll be back on Wednesday for Mega Man 9, perhaps?
Wait,
that-
what?
Saying no.
Is that correct? What's
Oh,
on what?
Mega Man 9's not till November.
Oh, it's not
Don't
till
do that.
November. Oh,
Don't
sorry.
do that. I'm not ready for that.
But Wednesday is September 30th. It can't be Halloween games yet.
It's yeah, Wednesday is. I'm not gonna be here Wednesday, but it's got. If you look on the schedule, it has Mega Man. It has No, you've got me doing it. It's Mario Randomizer.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. If that's what we want to do, that's what we want to do. So hang back and come back on Wednesday. And thanks for hanging out, guys. And good night, everybody.
Everybody.
Good night, everybody.